Hey, we're Half Moon Run, and you're watching Stingray Pause Play.
I'm Zach Monson. Welcome to a very special edition of Stingray Pause Play here with Montreal's own Half Moon Run. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
Great to have you guys back. Although I think last time we had a different combination of you guys on the show, so welcome back for the first time.
On behalf of Half Moon
On
Run.
behalf of Half.
Thank you for having us again.
You guys, the first time you guys played together, I think, was October in 2009. So you're really right up in your decade. You've been together for 10 years now. Happy aluminum anniversary, by the way, in case you guys want to get it.
10-year aluminum?
It's tin and aluminum. Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to bring you
suck.
aluminum foil. Yeah. You'd think after, like, aluminum should be one. Like, get aluminum out of the way.
Yeah. Or like a 6-month
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, exactly. Do you guys have, what's been the highlight of your last decade for you guys as a band?
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, of course
For
it
me,
is.
I would say playing with the Montreal Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, it was so
epic,
good.
epic stuff, that.
Terrifying show.
Yeah. Why so terrifying?
The conductor keeps time in a way that he moves his hands ahead of the beat, which I've never seen before.
Yeah, okay.
And so I had to get Dylan to interpret his timing and then give me private time.
Because
So I was
it's
staring at
like
Dylan
the
trying-
tip, right? It's the tip that's the tick.
Yeah, I never figured it out.
Yeah.
So I was just like, do not watch that guy because well, if I follow him, it's going to be a disaster. So.
Okay, but it turned out great.
But he was a
though.
great conductor for other people,
yeah.
so I told.
No
someone
offense to you, Mr. Conductor. You did a fantastic job. Yeah, not your problem. What can you guys tell me about a badminton club?
Oh, badminton club. Well, actually, Devin invited me to play badminton like 2 or 3 years ago. And ever since then, just like took off. I do it as much as I possibly can. And Dev's technically the best. It's like I've actually taken lessons in badminton just
Specifically for this?
because I really want to be the best. But like Dev just comes in after like so long of not playing and just like kicks my ass.
It's all in your mind. It's all psychology.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a like kind of a league in the music industry, and we had all these people. At one point, we had 12 people a week coming out, and everyone's out of shape. No offense, guys. But, and I was keeping stats.
Yeah, wow.
Win rates, plus and minus.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. I had
So
a big
who
spreadsheet.
took the whole thing home?
It's my buddy Jared. 99.7% win rate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Although
so-
he only came a couple, like what, 5 times. But,
that's right.
But still, he is the best. He doesn't need the stats to tell that. He's like,
And I hear you're a serious skateboarder.
yeah. It's like I started skateboarding when I was 7, maybe.
Yeah.
When my dad lived in California, and then it's just like a dream come true. Just when we tour anywhere, usually the States is the best. And then just try to go to a skate park in every town.
I bet.
Just get exercise and peep the scene. And
Yeah,
stuff.
man, why
Yeah,
not?
we were living the
Yeah.
teenage dream for a while. There was one
Yeah.
tour where we were able to bring our bikes, and every day in the States, we would just bike to the skate park, whether it was across town or next door. It's like my teenage dream. I've
that's
visited
awesome.
every skate park in the big city America.
Yeah, seriously, and
awesome.
having played like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, it's like a lot of those skate parks are there, you know.
That's
It's like-
about that's as far as I got in my skateboarding career.
Yeah.
Was that game? I've never even stepped foot on an actual board, but that game killed it. I think I learned so many new songs from that soundtrack
Yeah,
too.
that
That
was a
soundtrack was
huge
fantastic.
soundtrack.
Yeah, for sure.
So we asked the last artist that we had in to ask you guys a question. The artist is the Chainsmokers, and the question for you is:
Hey everybody, we're the Chainsmokers, and our question for you is...
Would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told?
Both are actually kind of good ways to live. If I lost the ability to lie, I think that would be ideal. If I believed everything everyone told me, I would be very susceptible to being taken advantage of, which would be a bad trait in this industry. So I would take the former.
Yeah.
I
I
would
think
go with that
that's
too, yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
correct answer. Yeah,
That's the correct answer.
awkward lives, but
Difficult moments ahead. But ultimately, the truth would reveal itself, and you would live really ideally. Maybe I should just do that. Like,
You're gonna be a star. It's like,
exactly.
oh my god.
I believe you. Yeah.
I am a star. Thank you.
The album is A Blemish in the Great Light, and I've always been such a fan of you guys, but really after this record, I'm a real fan. There was something magical about this record. There's, CSNY, Kings of Convenience, some Beatles kind of stuff. I know there's like some definite Eleanor Rigby little melody lines in a couple of those songs.
Then again, yeah.
What's your favorite moment from kind of creating this whole project?
I think
I'd say mine is probably Black Diamond, and it's the moment in the jam space while it's happening. And it was like Dev just started playing this guitar riff, and then like we all sort of just chimed in, and like the instruments we chose first were the ones that were the final ones. You know,
Yeah.
that's always refreshing.
It's always a
And,
nice feeling. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and we all
came-
just started playing, and then like the song just came together in a couple days. Yeah.
Yeah, which is very fast for us.
Yeah. The last couple records, it's like when you listen to them, when I used to sit down with my headphones and listen to those albums, everything felt very like close to my ear, like very close to my head. This album is not that way. There's like a spatial quality and a distance almost with this record. Was that something you guys kind of thought about in terms of the production value? Because it's like an open, more airy spatial record. And it was one of the things that really stuck out to me.
We tried to bring it forward, like the presence of it, bring it forward. I felt like the other ones were a little, and so I wanted to bring it up,
Yeah.
bring it present, and be a little more punchy. And so, yeah,
That's
there
almost
wasn't
the
an intention.
opposite of what you just described.
I think it's in the same.
I think it is in the
We just have
same vein,
different
yeah.
words for the.
There is like a 3D element to the sonic field for sure.
That
Yeah.
to me is
Yeah.
even better said. There was a two-dimensional kind of quality, not in terms of the creativity, but sound-wise.
Yeah.
And this one is definitely 3D, almost 4D. I'll even give you that fourth D in there, but beautiful. The sound
fourth
quality is
D.
really amazing. So
Thank you for that.
you're welcome. Thank you for that. So what is the biggest difference for you guys in terms of this record compared to your last records?
Well, there's that. There's a production value. Boy, we went through a lot of songs to get to land on these. I don't even know how many there are, 10 or 11 on this. And I think we have like 40 starter ideas that didn't make it. And so there was a lot of writing before we decided on these. I think we went into studio with 20 and cut it down to 11.
Favorite Boy is such a great track, such a great single. Tell me about the story. Where did the story come from? Because it seems like such a simple story, but it feels so powerful. You can feel exactly kind of what's happening. So tell me where this idea came from.
It started with me and Connor in the living room at his house, and we just kind of, it started as an addendum to another idea, which then we chopped off the original idea, and then we had these basically 8 chords, which almost is the whole song. And then the band, the other guys put a nice beat on it, and then I kind of wanted to have like an attitude in lyrics more than just kind of like, you know.
Was that an impression of yourself? Was that what you just did? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I wanted it to be more of a story, more storytelling vibes,
Yeah.
and I think that you have to bend to make a good story. You have to bend some rules, but it's still emotionally truthful while perhaps being intellectually not entirely true.
Yeah.
So the emotion is true.
I think a lot of songs are probably like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't have these
and
perfect events that rhyme all the time. That's a bar that's just too damn high.
we need to find that guy. There's got to be one guy out
Elton
there whose
John.
life is a perfect song. Yeah, damn it. It is Elton
But he
John.
doesn't even write his lyrics. So Bernie Taupin, I guess.
As you guys kind of get more well-known and travel the world, your fan base obviously grows. What is the weirdest or most fun fan experience that you guys have had?
Fan experience.
Fan experience.
There's a lot of tattoos coming around.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that one.
There's a lot of, we get some tattoos.
And are we talking lyrics or y'all faces?
Well, like
Not faces. I haven't seen
Yeah.
a face yet, but there's been the moons.
Well,
and some
surprise.
lyrics.
Yeah.
There's been one in Burlington a couple years ago, and I had ages ago. Like I signed my autograph on
Yeah.
this girl's arm, and she got a
And
tattoo.
she kept it.
Yeah.
That's love, man.
Yeah, that's true love.
That's
Yeah.
real love.
There was a young woman in Germany that I had to write out these words again and again. She's like, no, not that. More like this, more like this. And I was writing it out for a long time. And then she got that tattooed as well.
Sorry, so she didn't like your handwriting.
Yeah, she wanted it. So I had to write it like 20 or 30 times until I got the one that was the tattoo.
Okay, like you're in middle school being punished. Is that? Yeah, great.
And
Like
I think
Bart
once
Simpson.
We were hanging out with fans. I forget where this was. This is in Europe somewhere, but like you ended up getting a tattoo
Oh,
on your
God.
neck.
Oh, wow.
I got it was in Norway, and they do things really high quality in Norway, so their temporary tattoos are not temporary. And I was trying to impress this girl, and I got this big, like, 2 sailor girls with this big ship's wheel, like, right there, and she, she laughed and whatever. I don't think she was impressed.
Yeah.
Anyways, next day I stayed up all night, and then I had to walk like straight into the cab of the airport to the next show.
Yeah.
And then I'm in backstage in the festival trying to just get it
Yeah.
off, and it's just not. It's just getting redder. It's not going
Yeah.
away at all. So I had to go on stage with this giant neck tattoo. It was
From a distance, it looks legit. You
I'm
know? Looks
sure.
Like,
it
Yeah.
looked really rough.
Infected, but good. Yeah.
Like no tattoos on the arms, but on the neck.
Straight to the
full on.
throat. Yeah.
committed.
If you guys had to live inside somebody else's music video for the rest of your life, what music video would you live inside?
Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse from the Heart.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen that?
I have, yeah. Why?
Because it's just an endless array of surprises. And actually, you got football, you got karate, you got dancing.
Yeah.
It's like an activities center.
True.
I hope they have food.
Oof, I didn't see snacks.
I think they have like a Last Supper. They must have a Last Supper
I would
spread.
assume. There's got to be a snack there. A cheese plate of some kind, yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah. I think mine would probably be back when I used to watch music videos all the
Oh,
time.
yeah?
Probably Alexis on Fire, Pulmonary Archery.
Oh,
And it was just
wow.
like a nice house. I could live
Yeah?
in that house.
Yeah?
And it looked pretty cozy. And there's like a jam space, obviously. I don't know if you've seen that video.
I remember
but
that video.
The camera just goes into the house and,
Yeah.
and then they're just freaking out jamming there.
That's like that's one of the more realistic life plan answers we've had to that question.
Totally.
Very.
It's pretty
I
legit.
actually like it. I kind of want to go hang out with you in your life. Yeah. Guys, I'm so happy I got to sit with you guys and get to know you a bit better. And really and truly, I'll tell you 1,000 more times, the new album is really magical. I'm so excited for people to hear it. And you guys are great. And I just can't wait to see what you guys do in the next 5 years, another decade together. I don't know what 20 years is, but it's got to be better than aluminum. So whatever it is, I'll get you that. You can hear Half Moon Run on Stereo Music's Rock Alternative channel, Canadian Indie channel, and of course, Le Top Détente. Jump on our mobile app and our web player, find the magnifying glass search icon, type in Half Moon Run to find all of the channels that we play their music on. We'll see you next time, guys.